for joining me. Today we're going to be doing a Pilates based focused flow on the mat today. So we're going to be focusing on just stretching and lengthening out our muscles, really working our way out of our joints, just feeling longer and looser and more strong, more toned. So it's going to be focusing a lot on just lengthening and a lot on stability as well. So all you need is your body and a mat, some floor space, and we'll get started. So meet me on your mat. We are going to be starting with some cat-cow right away just to warm up our spine. So drawing your fingertips down onto the ground, wrists below your shoulders, feet flat on the mat. Take an inhale in, drop your belly and look up. And exhale, round your spine. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Really pull your belly button up towards your spine. Good. Inhale, look up, drop your belly. And exhale, round. Good. Inhale, look up, drop your belly. And exhale, round. Good. One more, just loosening up our spine, our neck, our shoulders, our hips. Exhale. Go from here, we're going to come back to center. Keep your left knee where it is. We're going to bring your right knee, right leg out to the side so your right foot is flat on the ground. You should feel that stretch on your right inner thigh. From here, we're just going to do 10 little rocks back and forth. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, we'll hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back to center. Switch sides. Right knee stays right below your hip. Left leg reaches out nice and long. Feel that stretch in your inner thigh. We'll do 10 little rocks back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back to center. Go ahead and sit down. Cross your legs. Interlace your fingertips behind you. Take a big inhale. Look up. And exhale. Forward fold over onto your knees. Just feeling a stretch. Bringing your fingertips up. Pulling them up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch out your shoulders. Good. Go ahead and release and sit all the way back up. Unlace your fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Bring your right palm to your left knee. Look past that back shoulder. Good. And switch. Left palm to right knee. Look past your back shoulder. And back to center. We're going to come right back onto our hands and knees. So up into a tabletop position. The feet are wrists below our shoulders, knees below your hips. Make sure you're really pressing down into all 5 fingertips to take a little bit of pressure off of your wrists because we're going to be in this tabletop position for a little while. So from here, think about pulling your belly button up towards your spine, really engaging your core. Feel everything nice and tight, your obliques, your abs, your hips, everything is nice and stable, pointing down towards the mat. From here, your left knee is going to stay exactly where it is. Shoot your right leg back and behind you. So your right leg is reaching out nice and long. And it's like you're pointing your toe and pulling out of your hip flexors. So we're getting out of those joints, really elongating through all of our muscles today. We're just going to tap down and reach up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Really squeeze your glutes at the top. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, little pulses up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, keep it lifted. We're going to tap your toes over to the left corner of the mat. Circle around over to the right corner of the mat. So we're doing this big little rainbow motion over to one corner and then the next. 10, 9, 8. Keep your core engaged. The only thing moving is that leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shoot it out back nice and straight. From here, point your toe, and then we're going to curl in, bring your knee in towards your chest. Really use your abs to scoop your knee up. Good. Reach it out nice and flat. Exhale, crunch in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, really reach it back, and 1. Good, keep that leg lifted. From here, we're going to do little pulse or little circles out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and reverse the circle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax that right leg down. Sink back into child's pose for just a second. Big toes to touch, knees out nice and wide. Reach your hands forward. Take an inhale and exhale. Good, and right up onto the other side. So planting our wrists down below our shoulders. Right knee is going to stay right below your right hip. We're going to kick that left leg back this time. So pointing your toe, really, really reaching out nice and far. We're just going to tap down and lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Really squeeze your left glute at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, little pulses up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, you're going to go back into that little rainbow. So bring your toes over to the right side of the mat. Lifting up, drawing a circle over to the left side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Engage your core. 2, and 1. Good. Back to center. Reach that toe out nice and long. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch your knee in. Use your core to pull your knee up towards your nose, and then lengthen back out. 10, 9. So you should feel that stretch in your abs as well when you're kicking your legs back. 6, 5, 4. Really think about the muscles that you're using here. 2, and 1. Good. Kick it straight out. Little circles out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circles the other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax that knee down. Bring your knees out nice and wide. Curl your toes underneath you and peel your hips up slowly, coming into a downward dog. Drawing your heels down onto the mat. Taking just a second to breathe. Bring your chest in towards your thighs. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings and your arms. Good. Big inhale and exhale. Nice. From here, we're going to draw our left heel down onto the mat. We're going to kick our right leg out nice and long again. So you can see me. Right leg out nice and long again. From here, we're just going to tap down. and tap up. So working a little bit more on balance here that we're now in this down dog position. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, we're going to bring our right knee up towards our right wrist. Sink that back knee onto the ground. It's going to come into a pigeon stretch for a moment. Good. Inhale and exhale. Feel that stretch deep into your hips. Come up light onto your fingertips. Big inhale, reach up. And exhale. Slowly fold back down. Bring your forehead onto the mat. Go from here, we'll sit up nice and tall again. Drop down onto that right hip. Bring that left leg around your body so our left leg is reaching around our right knee. Hug your knee up into your chest. Take an inhale and exhale, stretching out our glutes a little bit. Good, we're gonna come out of this the same way we came into it. So we're gonna bring our left leg back behind us, come back up into that pigeon pose, staying light on our wrist, curl those back toes underneath, and we'll peel our hips back up into downward dog. Good, inhale and exhale. Anchor that right heel down onto the mat. Kick those left toes behind you nice and straight. From here, we're just gonna tap down and tap up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Engage your core. Only thing that's moving is that leg reaching out nice and long. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna bring that left knee up to your left wrist. Bring that bottom knee down onto the mat. Stay light up on your fingertips. Take a big inhale in. And exhale, slowly pull down. Bring your forehead onto the mat. Good, inhale, come back up. Drop down onto that left hip. Pull your right leg around so our right foot is coming around your left knee. Hug your knee up into your chest. Take a little moment to breathe. Good, and coming out of it, same way that we came back in, bring that left leg behind. Bring both palms down to the mat, curl your back toes underneath, and peel your hips up into down dog. Good, inhale and exhale. From here, we're gonna bring our toes back just slightly. Sink your hips forward, rock them forward so that you're coming into this high plank now. So wrists are below our shoulders, our toes are on the ground, pulling in towards our midline, wrist is pulling in towards our toes so that we feel this plank start to intensify. If I'm here and not pulling in, it's still hard, but I'm not shaking, I'm not feeling it as much as I could be if I were pulling my wrist in towards my toes, pulling my toes in towards my wrist. So now I'm engaging my entire body now here. Just in that slight little difference in your mind, just connecting your muscles to your mind. Good, inhale and exhale. We're gonna tap right knee down, shoot it back up, left knee down, shoot it back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax. Bring your knees onto the mat. Sink your hips down and back to a child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Good, go ahead and sit back up. Roll on to your hips, so coming down into a seated position. From here, we're gonna bring our hands onto our thighs. We're gonna slowly rock back. Start to feel your core engage. Lift those heels up off of the mat. Bring your hands over to your side. From here, little pulses with your hands down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, we're gonna add our legs into it. So pointing out our legs, reaching our hands down, bring it all back to center. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, really stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back to center from here. Tap left toes down, right toes down. 10, 9, 8. If this gets too much, you can bring your hands up onto your knees. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and lower all the way down into the mat. Take a few rolls up and down your spine. Should feel good. And one more little roll, and we're going to stay lying down onto our backs. Plant your feet here. Take an inhale and exhale. Bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale, we're going to shoot your hips forward, so you should feel a little bit of an arch in your back. Exhale, imprint your spine down, really engage your core so your back is flush with the mat, pressing down as hard as you can. Then inhale, tilt your hips forward, feel that little arch. Exhale, imprint your spine so there's no gap in between you and the mat. Good. Inhale, rock your hips forward, and exhale, imprint your lower back. Good. One more. We're doing this just so we can start to engage our core, warm up our abs, warm up our pelvic floor. Good. From here, we're going to come back into a neutral spine. So not imprinted and not arched, just a little tiny gap between you and the mat. Your tailbone is nice and heavy. So really think about just sinking your tailbone down super heavy into the mat. Feel like you have roots growing underneath you, and your roots are just growing deeper and deeper and deeper into the ground. So your hips are planted firmly onto the mat. Shoulders are down and relaxed. From here, we're going to lift right leg up, left leg up to tabletop. So here in this tabletop position, our legs are at 90 degrees. From here, we're going to tap our right foot down. So we're keeping that 90-degree angle, bringing our right ankle to the ground. Bring it back up and switch. Good, keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then from here, we're going to shoot right leg out nice and long. Bring it in. Left leg out nice and long. Bring it in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, bring your heels to touch. Widen out your knees. We're just going to shoot your legs out. Bring it back in, so we're in this little diamond shape. 10, 9, 8, 7. Engage your core. Feel your tailbone nice and heavy. 6, 5. Really stretch those toes out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it back up. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. You can bring your hands behind your ears. Make sure your elbows are out nice and wide from here. Bring left leg out nice and long. Bring it in. Left leg out nice and long. Bring it in. Right leg straight up nice and long. Bring it in. Left leg out nice and long. Bring it in. So out, out, up, up, out, out, up, up. Good. 7, 6, out, out, up, up, out, out, up, up. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs. 3, 2, and last one here. 1. Stretch, stretch from here. Bring both toes up towards the ceiling, legs straight out nice and long. Feel that stretch from here is going to crunch up. Come back down. 10, 9, 8. Lift it a little bit higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows are nice and wide. Hold this last one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And one. Good. Drop it down. Bring your knees into your chest. Take a little roll from side to side. Inhale and exhale. From here, straighten out your left leg out nice and long. Hug your right knee up into your chest. We're just going to pull that right knee all the way across your body. Feel that stretch, that twist through your spine. Try to keep your right shoulder down onto the mat. Inhale and exhale. Good, bring it back in. Straighten out that right leg, hug your left knee up into your chest. And pull it over across your body. Keep that left shoulder onto the mat. Good, inhale and exhale. Go from here, hug your knees back into your chest. We're gonna take 3 little rocks up on your spine. 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gonna come onto our elbows. We are gonna end off with 1 little plank burner, and then we are done, I pinky promise. So coming down onto our elbows, have them lined up with your shoulders. Kick that right toes back, left toes back so that our hips are nice and even, engaging your core, pulling your toes in towards your elbows. From here, we're gonna scoop your right hips over to the right side of the mat, rainbow it around, left hips over to the left side of the mat. So we're gonna do these little hip dips using our obliques. Good, keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back to center. We're just gonna hold this plank. Pull your elbows in towards your toes, towards your elbows. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, drop your knees down. Bring your knees to touch, toes to touch. We're gonna sink your hips down and back. Good, you can bring your arms out to the side. Little restorative pose. Bring one cheek over to the mat. Just catch your breath. Inhale and exhale. Good, reach your hands back up overhead. Bring your right wrist over to the right side of the mat. Grab onto that hand with your left hand as well. So we're stretching out our left side body. Inhale and exhale. Good, and coming over to the other side. Right wrist on top of left wrist. Stretching over to the left side. Inhale and exhale. Good, coming back through center. Go ahead and sit up. Cross your legs. Reminisce about how much Cali hair you have on your leggings. Oh my goodness. Inhale and exhale. Roll out your shoulders. Hold them around the other way. Just take a second to notice how your body feels. Envision what you want the rest of your day to look like, how you want to show up for the rest of the day. Good, one more big inhale. Hold it at the top. And exhale. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you at the next one.